And welcome everybody to another fun-filled week of the Grumpy Vloggers and Friends. And let's see. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't getting. Anyways, let's see. I need to probably refresh this, or people start. Let's see. We got Grant, we got Jody, we got Lee, and we have Steve Janess. So
Steve
Hello
Janess.
all.
yeah, they'll start. Hopefully they'll start. Well, I don't know. Is there a football game on tonight?
Hi, Johnny.
I think I think everything is
Okay.
all set for the playoffs.
All right.
Broncos
Hello,
finally
Johnny
made it.
Drumflyer.
Yeah, as I said, I really enjoyed watching. I enjoyed watching Kansas City fail.
How about that wild play where the ball just bounced around? It looked like, is it Denver? Is it Kansas City? Is it? Denver got a touchdown! Yeah.
Hello,
Howdy, Nicky.
Chris.
Chris.
I love
Joe,
those.
and
I
Joe
love those
Blaylock.
strange. I love the ball. I love when the ball bounces strangely.
Yeah, that was
It
cool.
happens a lot over here,
Which
and
which
it's
one? Which game was it that
really
the guy?
hilarious. No, Joe.
He got the ball. They were. I guess they were in overtime. And the ball went back, and he sort of grabbed the wrong. They passed the ball, and the guy grabbed it and slid down onto his knee and jumped back. I can't remember who that was. It was a really weird play, but
Okay.
one of the games this weekend. So
Okay. Cool.
I saw it in the highlights. Like, wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
Because they're saying he took a knee, but it wasn't like the old days of taking a knee in NFL. This guy actually slid down to his knee and back up.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
That all depends on if the opposing team touched him. If nobody touched him and the referees don't blow it dead, it's a live play.
yeah.
And that's the funny thing about your game, is that
Hello, Joey.
you can still play if the play is still alive and the timer runs out, the clock runs out, you can still play. Whereas if our siren goes, everything's dead.
Everything's dead. Yeah.
You call it the buzzer and we call it the siren.
I didn't really watch the games, but I did listen rather intently to a few of the games because other people were on a live show and they were watching the game, and I could hear all the I could hear the scores as they were being called. Yeah, Kansas City got stomped. Yeah, I heard that they lost so that so if Denver won, it kept the Bengals from coming into it bumped them out of the playoffs.
Right.
And then Kansas City could come back and do what they want. They apparently didn't want the Bengals in the playoffs. I don't know why.
Well, they wanted they got the number 1 seed, so they got a week off.
Yeah,
Denver goes to Buffalo.
Yeah, you just wreck your players when you're that far in front.
Right. But you know what? That could backfire too.
It has in the past.
Yeah.
We had a team do that. And they rested players, and it didn't work, and they got belted in our grand final.
Casey was scared of Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Who's Joe Burrow? I don't
He's
watch
the
football.
Quarterback for Cincinnati.
Quarterback for Cincinnati. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Jim is droning in aerial photography.
Hey, Jim.
And
Jim, your toffee is on its way.
So that's almost like match fixing then. Yeah. If you're throwing a game deliberately for a team.
Yeah, if it's investigated, there's going to be some.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff in the mail, let me do this. Yes. Bryan at Waypoint, New England, contacted me the other day because I was talking on probably either on Uncle Bill's show or on Paul's show about wanting to get a powered USB hub, and he asked, did I have a laptop? I said, yeah. He says, well, and he had an extra one, and he sent me this in the mail today. This is a docking station.
Oh.
For it'll do dual monitors. This is not all the this is not all the ports up here. It's got
that must have been me, Lee.
SD card slot. It's got both this big one and the little one. It's got 2 USB-C ports, 5 gigs. It's got 2 USB-C USB 3s, and then the USB-C 3.1s, which supports 10 gig, and then it's got a USB-A 3.1 that also supports 10 gigs. One DP at 4K 60, another one HDMI 1 or the HDMI at 4K 60, and a second HDMI slot 4K 30. It also has a 10-100 1000 Mbps Ethernet port, as well as the DC power adapter 150 watts, and USB-C host connect to your full featured Windows laptop. So I'm in the process of cleaning up my cables and getting stuff laid out. I came late enough in the day. I didn't want to screw around while I was trying to get ready for the show. So, but I want to thank Bryan. That was just because he said, which one of these you think would be best? And then he sent me the link to Amazon. And I saw the price. I said, no. You're not. No. He said he had doubles of everything, and he just got a new one. So it's like, wow.
Yeah, that's the.
That was very nice and very much appreciated.
We got Dusty and Don.
Hey, Dusty. Yeah, Mudball Don. We got Dusty at East Coast Thrills. Did I miss anybody after that? No, Jim Droning, Chris Hope, Joe Blaylock. Yep, nope. Mark R. White. Mark White.
Mark R. White. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, E.R.
E.R. White.
E.R. White.
He needs to get out more because he's really pasty. Although we wouldn't know because we only see this much of his head, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, Greg on Twitch.
Oh, hey, Greg.
Greg, yeah.
Wait a minute. This is the first show since the New Year's, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy
New Year, everyone.
Jeez, I didn't even. Seems like we're already sliding through 25 so fast.
Yeah. And speaking of New Year's, we got new laws that came into effect.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Here in Colorado, there's a new law where kids in school, K through 12, can have the teachers call them by their preferred name, which means, oh boy, let the floodgates open and have the kids pick their own name. Like for myself, I think I'd be Your Excellency Articus Gordon. Just think of the other names you'll be hearing, like, oh, I don't know, Yo Mama.
Yeah.
Or who's your daddy?
Thinking, what about this kid that comes in and let's say he's the kind of kid that gets in trouble a lot, at home, and is always doing ornery things, and he thinks because he doesn't know any better, he thinks it's a loving pet name that his father has for him, like, you little dipshit. Can you imagine asking the teacher, I want to be called you little dipshit in school. That's what my daddy calls me. Yeah, that's going to go over real well.
Or kids will come up with
you're right, Don. There is nothing wrong with them being preferred, that if they Don, Ron instead of Ronald, Donald,
or
in high school.
How about Peter Gazinia? Yeah. Or Eileen Ulick.
He's on a roll, folks. There's no stopping him.
Or Sharon Moorhead. Or Sharon Cox. Or there was some
Paul Murray. Welcome.
Paul Murray. There's another one. A good one.
Yeah.
Well, what about Callum?
What?
Callum Murray.
Oh, Callum.
Callum Murray. Yeah, Callum Murray. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went in, next year I'm going to this year. God, it's this year. I'm going to my
Yeah,
high
this year
school
already.
reunion, and most of the kids there knew me as Mort because that's just what I
Mort.
went by. Because my 9th grade gym coach found out I wanted to be a mortician, and he started calling me Mort for short, and it
Mort.
stuck. You know,
Oh,
every so often somebody called me up and say, "Hey, Mort, how you doing?" I go, "Wait a minute, you got to be somebody
Yeah,
I
you
went to
got a
high
good
school with
point
because
there,
nobody."
Greg.
What's that?
Say, Jesus Christ. I mean, I thought
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Yeah,
with my
Or
name.
that's another one.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Yeah.
Or God Save Us. How about that?
yeah,
Think of
yeah.
all the
There's
exploding
all
heads
sorts.
from that.
There's all sorts of names that people could be kids could be asking their well, my daddy calls me that, or my mama calls me that. So yeah,
Mhm.
it could create some problems. But
Yes.
Don is right in the fact that you know, uh, my dad went by his middle name, but in the military, or went during the time he was when he's in the military, he went by the last name Mendy, because short for Mendenhall, and ends up ends up being my brother went by that while he was in the service. I went by that. My second mistake. That's what she knew me as. The good thing is I'm away from all those people now. So if they talk about somebody, I was like, I don't know who you're talking about. That was never me.
Mhm.
So. But, yeah, I mean, the kids should be able to, say, "Well, excuse me, but, I go by, you know I go by Bob rather than Robert, or I go
Yeah.
by,
Or Art
they
instead of
or
Arthur.
or they call me Jack instead of John,
Mhm.
So,
I had a
yeah.
basketball coach call me Eric for half a season.
Oh,
And he was the
Eric?
freshman basketball coach, and halfway through the season, I said, "My name is Art, not Eric." He goes, "Well,
Hey,
why
Mickey.
don't you let me call you that?" And I'm going, "Well, you're the
It's going to be
coach,
great.
yeah.
you're the boss. What am I supposed to?"
There's Scott
Yeah.
from Jack Rabbit, and, let's see, we got
Scott?
Mickey the View Moo.
Oh,
Yep.
how about Sophia Claire Floret
Galaccio.
Jericho Kunert? Oh, that must be his wife's name.
Soph.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wrong chat. I can't see that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep.
Hello, Mel.
Oh, hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah, I mean, there's two sides of that. I
Yeah.
think though that the parents should be, have maybe
Yes.
at least say, hey, your child asked me to call him, you know, uh, Don instead of Donald. Oh yeah, that's what he goes by at home, uh, but anyways, but yeah, and I did. I don't know if you were in here or not, but again, I wanna thank Bryan from uh,
Waypoint,
yeah,
New England.
Waypoint, New England. My mind just went
Waypoint.
because that's appreciated.
Cool. That is
So
nice.
yeah, it
Mhm.
is. It really is. But and let's see, what's the time? Okay, we got time.
You got plenty. Oh, can
Remind
I
me.
talk about? I got a really heartwarming story. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. Doing the video chat, and her 8-year-old son was right there, and I was talking to him, and I said, "So how's it going, Zion?" And he goes, "I saw a dead cat on the side of the road." And
Okay.
I went over and I pissed in his ear. And well, how do you know it was dead? He goes, I leaned over to his ear and said, Psst.
Okay, that that was a dad joke if I ever heard one. That one you could all
Oh,
yeah, okay.
crickets for that
So,
one.
yeah, crickets, yeah. No, it was funny. I gotta admit yeah. It brought a smile to my face anyway, so yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, there we go. Let's take care of that. There we go. Okay, I got everybody taken care of. Yep. All right.
I leaned over.
Smell.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. I leaned over. Yeah. 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 There's definitely some out there. So Charles,
yeah.
how's the weather? I forgot to start out and asking the weather. So Charles, how's the weather in your part of the country?
Yeah, you're
If
muted.
you're talking, we can't
Charles.
hear you. You're muted, Charles.
Let me see if I get there. I can't. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I had unmuted myself a little bit ago.
Okay.
It is bitterly cold out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when as Mom and I were on the way home, you know, we were making our final stop at this one little store where we were hoping to get a rotisserie chicken and a couple other things.
Right.
And as we pulled out of the parking lot, it was like 14 degrees.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been cold here today and wind, and so it's just made it even colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Art, how is it in your part of the world?
Cold. I think we got in the mid-30s today. It was 18 degrees when I got up this morning.
That's 18 Fahrenheit.
Yes. And I had to scrape my windows. So that took time for me to get to work. But it is supposed to snow.
Aren't we all, Bill?
Supposed to snow early tomorrow morning around 4 a.m. with a high of 25 and the low of 5 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, we've been getting down around
Fahrenheit. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
at the other end.
Yeah, it's been pretty cold. This storm coming through, or this cold front Arctic blast has really put out a lot of people.
Some of it down here.
Oh, gladly. And, you know, knock on wood, we're supposed to get snow.
Yeah, I
later in the
agree
week
with you,
here,
Greg. They're still using the old colonial measurement.
Yes, we do. You know, your phone will convert that if you guys really want to know what it is. You can just look it up on your phone. I did that for some people, but I won't do it because of my show tonight. So,
you know what? Some of the ex British colonies, they use the dollars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, Canada.
Yeah.
They all use the dollar.
Yeah.
Ours is not doing too well at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good coming the other way. It's good if I get American dollars, but really bad if I want to buy something in the US.
Yeah.
But if someone wants to give me US dollars, I would love it.
Same with the Philippines. Right now, the Philippines, I think it's 56 pesos to $1.
Yeah, we're not far off that. We're at 61.
Yep.
Yeah,
we were starting to call our dollar the peso. It's getting that bad.
So just to make us feel better about our misery, what's the temperatures like down there in the down under right now?
At the moment, we're doing pretty well at 22 degrees Celsius. We had back-to-back 39s, and 39's 102. We had back-to-back. But how do you work it out? You go from 39 degrees Celsius to 14 degrees Celsius in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
14 somewhere in the 50s. Stuck in the 50s somewhere.
Yeah, Jim Zeroni says $1 US to $1.44 Canadian. Well, maybe that'll change now for Canada. Because they've got some other. They got one big major change coming. So
they've become the 51st state. That'd be great. Just
well, at least they got a new leader now. So, or they will have.
They finally threw.
No, he resigned today.
He's been given the lemonade and sauce.
Yeah, he resigned as head of his party. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Let's see. Jack Rabbit said the robot left 3 new holes. Let's see.
Billy Boop. Oh, okay.
Well, my wife said they were more purple now. He went in and had he had surgery. I hope you're recovering.
Yes, he did.
Bill, and welcome to the
Yeah.
show. So, there's Don.
Hello,
Don.
Hey guys.
Good evening, sir.
Howdy.
Is my mic working?
It is working, yes.
Awesome.
Can't hear
This
you.
time.
Just want to make sure. Earlier, Dominic said something about how he would take a US dollar, if someone would give it to him. That's not much different than Lloyd. If someone wants to give Lloyd a pound, he'll take it all day long.
Well, not unless you piss in his ear.
Yeah, or I think you told that joke slightly. I think the punchline got slightly convoluted and out of order.
Yeah, but that's yeah.
Hi guys.
14 degrees equals 50. So how are you doing, Don?
I said mid-50s, yeah.
Good.
Got it.
Good. Just finished dinner and
Good.
I looked up the Pennsylvania Dutch version of pot pie. It's actually
chicken noodles.
chicken and dumplings. Yeah, or chicken and dumplings. Yeah. White noodles. Yeah. We were having this discussion of pot pie and
of where pot pie came from.
I ended up because the other night I'd had pizza delivered and they delivered me 2 of them, so I gave one's for the dogs and one's for me. So I had all this pizza, so I just heated us all up some. And I had a deluxe pizza with Canadian bacon and black olives and all that other good fixings, and the dogs theirs was just plain Canadian bacon with black olives.
So you didn't get another free one this time?
No, they got some tonight because I heated up a couple pieces for them and then cut them up into bite sizes. So, I fixed 2 slices. So that's what I had because I thought I just don't want to do a chicken pot pie tonight. So, but tomorrow night I'll have hamburger steak because it'll be thawed out by tomorrow night. I took it out of the freezer and put it into the refrigerator. So it wasn't going to thaw out. It wasn't going to.
Are you going to have fried onions and mushrooms with that?
Probably not. Because, I don't even know if I have an onion. I don't have the mushrooms, and I'm not going to the store. It's too friggin' cold. So I'll just use good old steak sauce on it and call it good.
Oh, there you go.
Fix me up a couple.
I'll probably pick up some mushrooms tomorrow on the way home. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to pick up would you pick me up some too while you're there?
Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay, gents, I need an ice pack. All right, Bill, you take care.
Take care, Bill.
And
I agree. Canada cannot, and must not become the 51st. There's no way Canada would become a state. If it became anything, it'd become multiple states. It would have to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't they call them provinces up there rather than states?
Yeah,
and those provinces are huge too.
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
I think there's 7 of them. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. And the ones that live in French Canada would probably want their independence if that were to happen. So
they would probably spark a.
Yeah, they would. They've been wanting it for years anyway.
Where is this talk coming from anyway?
Just media frenzy.
Yeah.
Donald Trump actually said it when Trudeau came down to visit. He started and he says, if he started joking with him after he came down and agreed to talk with Trump, and he showed up at Mar-a-Lago. When he left, he says he started saying in tweets and stuff and a couple of press, you could always become the governor of Canada and we'll make it our 51st state. And it got to be a joke. Now it's gone.
It's
because he recommended Wayne Gretzky take over as the prime minister of Canada. He said, but if you became the 51st state, you could still be our governor.
And then there's all the discussion about them buying Greenland as well.
Right, right,
right.
Yeah. Now Greenland is wanting their independence, so they said they can't be bought.
Yeah, I think it's more important we get our house in order.
Yeah, well, and again, a lot of it was just, I think,
tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek, yeah,
and I think it's just gotten out of hand, and the media loves a story that they can.
Yeah,
really
when it comes
push.
to Canada, he's going to have to talk it over with Charles.
Charles
would definitely have something to say about that because it is still part of the Commonwealth. So
like us.
Yeah,
you can buy us if you want.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a couple of clowns leading us.
Yeah.
But politics is for another show.
Jim says they're looking for a new garbage man. Well, he's no longer the prime minister up there, so maybe he could do that now in his off time.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he could be in blackface all the time you want.
Yeah, that was. Here in the United States, you do that, and you're banned for life, just about. Up there,
yeah,
that's true. Because there's been,
I just say we've had several instances where if you are of the right persuasion, right social group, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Very much so. But anyways, let's see. What other exciting things well, I do have something here in just a few minutes.
You do?
We're going to Yes, we are going to take our first commercial break from one of the great sponsors of this show, a new sponsor. So
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You worked it out pretty quickly,
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, if you don't believe I'm an idiot, just stick around for a little bit and I'll prove it. Sometimes I'm slow on the uptake.
Yeah. I thought, well, wait a minute. I talked to you about this earlier,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to do it in spite of what you said.
Lloyd, I'm telling you, you need to consult a doctor before doing that. And those aren't designed to go in there. But I don't think we need to tell everybody what you were talking about.
We'll
keep it secret.
Yeah. Okay.
They look like Christmas trees, but they're really not.
It is time for us to go ahead and take the commercial break. Let's see how this works here. We're going to take just a slight intermission, and here's our sponsor.
Hey kids, do you want to chew on an old man's meat? Get on up to Fish Eye Snack Bar and chew on Lloyd's Beef Jerky. Made with 100% real meat, you can get Lloyd's small package for just $3.37.
Lloyd's Beef Jerky. You can eat it or not. I don't give a shit.
Fish Eye Snack Bar.
Copyright claimed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm glad you were here to do
click.
that, so you can claim it right now. So,
Fish Eye Snack Bar.
Yeah. So, that's what Don was working on, very tirelessly, working on very hard last week. Yeah.
Tirelessly.
Yeah, I couldn't get around my partial. It was sticking to the roof of my mouth. Yeah. Sometimes I have problems with certain words, but yeah. Yes, that was well done. I thought you did a great job on that, and it was fun. So.
It was fun. It was far more work than what it's worth. It's one of those things everything that I do on my channel is far more work usually than.
Well, it may not seem like work to you, but it does to me because I.
Oh no! It feels like work. And then, then after you put in the effort, you're like, okay, you got something to do, but it's fun to do it. And then after it's over, you just kind of like, now what?
Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, and that all stemmed from something that somebody said in the chat. Was it on this show or one of the other shows? Uncle Bill's
remember
show.
where it might have been Bill's. I don't remember, but then I said, Lloyd, you need your own beef jerky.
Yeah, and it just went from there.
That might have been Bill's. Yeah.
See you, Mel.
All right.
Bye, Mel.
Good night, Mel. You have a good one. So.
Yeah, it is hilarious, Mickey.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he has to get up to take Tammy into work at. He has to get up like at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yep.
But anyway, so yeah. Oh,
hey, welcome back, Charles.
Hey, Charles. Thanks. Was he gone?
Yeah.
I was just eating my dessert off camera.
Okay.
All right.
You should eat.
I was going to ask you. So, how goes the water situation?
It doesn't. As of tomorrow, we will be 3 weeks without flowing water.
Ooh.
I know that's rough on you.
We bought.
Gotta be hard on your mom.
Over 30 gallons today because I calculated that just for basic household needs without attempting to reprime the pump again and again, we will go through between 20 and 30 gallons of water a week. You know,
wow.
Flushing the toilet, making coffee, attempting to wash dishes, yada yada.
Yeah.
Well, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
Yeah. Yep.
If it's brown, flush it down.
Yep.
Which also has to be Donald Trump's immigration policy.
Yeah.
If it's short, we deport.
Hey, good. Art's finally going to be out of here. Him and his silly puppets. They are going to deport him because he's short. All right. Yay. I knew I liked
back to Munchkin Land.
Where is Hazel? Oh, Hazel's on the other side of the screen.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's too bad. Yeah. Yeah, well, anyways. Yeah, hey, you're the only one we have to really pick on. Don picks on me. I got to have somebody to pick on. So, you know, Charles is too nice and Dominic would just ignore me and Don's too nice. So it's just you, Art. You're the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Don, why are you on a panel of old farts? The hair says you're much younger. Well, I think Charles is kind of like a transition into.
Right. And
Charles transitions into Art, transitions into Lloyd, transitions into Dominic.
Methuselah. Yeah. 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 Except that I'm older than.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just talking about the hair.
Hair, yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on this panel with the old farts because they're just nice fellers.
Well, thank you, Don. Yeah.
But I would have thought it's a state of mind rather than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Justin.
Yes, Justin is here. He's the one who made that little snarky comment about old farts. So, yeah.
Right. Okay. No.
But, speaking of old farts. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Art?
You got all that snow, Charles. You could, get some of that.
We don't have that much snow. We don't have that much snow.
Well, when it starts melting, you get a bucket on the downspout, and there you go. You get a gallon of cold water.
You can go out there and.
A gallon of snow equals 1/10 of a gallon of water.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but when it melts and goes down the downspout, it'll all be water.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
You go out and get you 3 or 4 big bucketfuls of water. Take it into your bathtub.
Yeah.
Let it sit there. Plug it up. Let it sit there and melt, and then throw some, just some boiling water on top of that after it's melted, and that kind of will give you lukewarm bath water.
There you go. Oh, and those big ass icicles, break those off.
I said after it melts, Art.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about how up in his neighborhood they get those big ass icicles.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Off the roof and the downspouts and
yeah. I just saw this. Oops, that's not it. Where's it at? I'm keep going on the wrong chat. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Just for practice, yeah.
Yeah, like practice for what? Just practice for being an old fart?
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Greg's finally on this
there
channel.
We go. Okay. Are you going to make him blue?
Yeah, he's looking a bit grey there.
Yeah.
Who's that, Greg?
Yeah.
Well, see, I've got.
He's under Greg rather than I was by drone.
Oh yeah, he is.
Do.
There we
I
go.
can't change him.
There we go. You know, Greg, that could be why you don't. Well, no, because he subscribed under Oz by Drone for this channel, so. I don't know why he doesn't get notifications.
Could be an Aussie thing. But Dominic, you get a notification.
Yeah, I get a notification.
Yeah, that's weird.
He said it stopped coming in on his Oz by Drone username. So.
There you go.
Okay, well. So. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. I last week I got a new game controller, Xbox game controller, so that I can play these games online. Although the dog Ranger decided one day that he wanted the rest of my 2-pound bag of Skittles and drug it off the table, along with my new controller, which bounced, and I hadn't even turned it on yet. And of course, I thought the little joystick had bent, so
is this
I decided.
Is this also going to turn into a Fortnite stream show?
Yeah.
No. I don't. No, my game. I'm just like I said. I came in here and there were Skittles scattered from the kitchen all the way out to the doggy door. And I had to sweep all that up. But I thought he'd bent the little. Let me shut that off.
Who's he do?
I thought it had bent these. When it fell. Because they're tilted a certain way. Well, where the hell's my camera? I forgot.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, they were tilted, and I thought, well, he bent one of them, or he popped them out of the little, the ball out of off the socket or something. I thought. So I looked at that, and I thought, man, I don't know how. So I thought, well, there's only one way to fix that, and that's to take it apart and see if I can fix it. And I got it all apart and looked at the one that I thought was the problem, and then I looked at the other one and thought, wait a damn minute.
They look the same.
I think I'll go, and I'll go back on YouTube and double check. Like, they're tilted that way so you can kind of get a good angle on them when you're using them. So they're like,
okay.
And cool. I didn't know that, so I took the whole damn thing apart for nothing. But the good thing is I got it put back together, which makes me feel good because my grandson did the same thing, and he's got all this computer science knowledge. He broke his. He couldn't get it put back together. So his old grandpa was able to do it, which actually made my son laugh at him even harder because, you mean that old man could fix it and you couldn't fix yours? I said, well, if he wants to send it over here, I'll try and fix it for him. So he didn't think that was funny, but I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. But, so that's, you need to pay attention to stuff when you get it before, it drops on the floor and then you're like,
right.
I spent all one morning working on that damn thing. taking out each little screw, and had to take it out layers at a time, get all these, and then he'd think he have it, and then there's one damn screw hidden up under there somewhere. You didn't know it was there.
Another screw, yep.
And of course, each one of them had a different style head on them. Part of them were Phillips, some of them were small hex heads, some of them were a little bit larger. It's like, can they not make these all out of the same damn size screws? No.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's this young guy. He's on. Well, now he's on YouTube, but he's on Instagram and TikTok, and he repairs electronics like Xbox and
right
laptops.
Hey, Bob. Brother Bob.
And hey Bob. And tablets. He fixes them, and he's a neat, young man. Watch how he does it, and especially when he gets one of those desktops and he opens it up and finds all kinds of critters inside and
other shenanigans.
And if the person is a smoker, and it smells like it's been in a smoking room, and
right.
He'll wrap it in a plastic bag, to kill all the bugs and whatever.
Right.
And he'll take it out back, and he'll get his compressor and just go all over to blow all the dust out, and the dust out of the power supply and out of the the fans that are on it and off the motherboard. Oh boy.
Yeah.
My son, he's good at fixing stuff like that. He had we went on a trip with some friends, and the guy went into the ocean with his keychain, with his key fob, and he had a spare with us, so we were lucky that way. But he had gone in, got salt water in it, and tossed it out in the sun to dry. Well, okay, salt water corrodes, and exposing it to heat, sitting there, he etched away some of the contacts.
Yeah.
So we got back into Joplin. He handed it to my son because they were going to charge $150, something like that, for a new fob. So my son put it underneath the microscope, tracked it down, and says, okay, right there's where you were corroded. He cleaned it up and says that's the only trace that was corroded. Got some magnet wire and soldered a contact, jump it over it, and fixed the guys.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's that teeny tiny stuff that I can't see.
Right. This kid, he'll get an X spots at the HDMI port is busted, and he'll solder a new one on, or there might be a blown capacitor. These are like surface mount. I mean, teeny tiny.
Yeah, Microsoft. That's what my son does.
And he does that, and it's interesting to watch, see how he does that.
I got it upstairs, and it's kind of fascinating that he's like, okay, well, see here? I'm like, no. He goes, well, you don't see that cracked solder joint? Nope. It's like, hold on just a second. Let me
get my readers.
Yeah.
Nope, I still don't see it.
Yeah. Here, look under this lighted magnifying glass. Yeah.
That is the one advantage of getting my cataracts removed, is because I was dumb enough to keep the close-up vision instead of I don't have to wear my glasses although I just got some here a while back. I got bifocals because when you have single vision glasses and you can't see through them up close because your up close vision is good, well, then you got to take them off. So I was forever taking them off to sign stuff or to, look at. So I just went ahead and went up there and spent the money and got me a set of bifocals. So, I will say this much: I got the extended, warranty crap on them from iMart Express, and somehow or another, my glasses got knocked off of my bedside table.
Was it the same reason that you had Skittles all over your floor?
Yeah.
No,
you mean
this was you.
Yeah, this was this. I'm pretty sure was me.
Okay.
Yeah, I flipped my cover. I normally put them in the case every night before I go to sleep, but this night I didn't for some reason. I probably was half asleep and I just took them off and laid them over there. And when I got up the next day, I started looking around for them. Got out the old flashlight, looking around on the floor there, and oh, there they are. I pick them up with great big old scratches all over the lenses. Like crap. So I took them in and said, "Hey, can you buff these out or fix them or what's it going to?" Yeah. I said, let me look at it. Oh, yeah, you're still under, you've got that extended lens warranty, so you're under protection. We'll have them ready in about an hour. And I said, okay, you want to wait here? I said, no, I'm going to go have something for dinner and then I'll come back. And fortunately, I had sunglasses that are prescription. So, and it was a sunny day. So I just put those on and drove over to the restaurant. And, and they texted me halfway through dinner that they were ready. So I just turned around after I got through dinner, went over there and picked them up, and good as new.
Awesome.
So,
cool.
Yeah, so that was nice. That's the only thing I could say about IMR Express is that, they do stand behind their products. But
cool.
And I've never really had any problem with their glasses. So, so Ron Brown, he's probably not doing a show tonight, or is he? He's probably.
Well, they are doing a show because I got half an hour notification.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, because depending on how that is, it is probably an outpatient procedure or something. So, well, no, they made it. They probably put him inpatient, and then, but yeah, that's one of those surgeries that can, it scares the bejeebers out of it, but they do it so routinely. But there's always that one time that it just, it just takes that one time,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not 100% success rate.
No. That's actually what happened with my uncle. In his case, they went to do the reset, and once they stopped it and then went to start it again, it didn't start. And but he'd already had open heart surgery. He had a lot of health issues anyway. So, and to be honest, we'd talked long and hard before that, and he was ready to, he was 70, he was 78, and said he lived a good life, and so. When my aunt called and told me, and I said, well, okay, here's what you got to do. This is everything he's arranged. This is who you need to get hold of. And she goes, how do you know? I said, because we talked about it just before, the day before he went in the hospital. He told me all this stuff. She goes, he knew he was going, didn't he? I said, well, I kind of got that feeling that's what he did. So, but it was still shocking, still still hard. But, you never prepared for any of that, even though you know it's a possibility. So I'm just glad that Ron Brown seems to be doing okay then. So
just don't pop any bags behind him.
Yeah. Did see on the video that he did that he would be out of the hospital the same day. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw the video. I know I saw it, but I've slept since then, and my memory's not all that good anymore. I'm discovering it's getting a little rusty. Yeah, a little rusty. Yeah, I was looking for that word. See what I mean? Yeah.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, partly cloudy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But at my age, I guess that's to be expected. So, but I'm not saying for sure, but there is the possibility that I'm going to go to the South Florida drone meetup this year.
Oh, good.
It's looking more of a possibility than it say was a few months ago, just because I'm still going to Grand Junction. It still comes down to at the last where I'm sitting but I'm going to be in a better position to go to Grand Junction anyways. But I think if I can get, I may not, probably won't be staying at the Marriott where everybody does. But I won't be very far from it.
Okay.
So, but it's a difference of about, probably about maybe $500 difference in rooms for,
boy.
I can always take $500. I can rent a car
Jerry.
and drive, up the street to go see everybody there,
Yep.
Mhm.
And the $500 that I would save by not staying there actually pays for the plane ticket, So, but I'm just now trying. Yeah, I talked with Bill the other night about it, but yeah, I'm thinking. We talked about. I mentioned this on somebody's show last week. I was looking at, you start looking, you're putting in the flights, and so they give you all these different choices, and there was one of them looks like it was somewhere around 17 hours to fly from Tulsa, Oklahoma to South Florida. Well, if you go nonstop, it's like a 2.5-hour flight.
Yeah.
This particular one sent you to Chicago O'Hare Airport from Tulsa. So they send you north, then they take you south. And they leave you at Chicago O'Hare for 14.5 hours.
Oh, boy.
And I thought that was a little ridiculous, especially when they were charging almost $1,000, at least double the price of the shorter trips. So, but then I saw something that was even sillier. It was not quite as long a flight. I mean, it was not as much of a. It wasn't the 15.5-hour layover or 14.5-hour layover, but there were 2 layovers. So I would leave here or leave Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I would fly to Las Vegas International Airport.
Oh, okay.
Then I'd have about an hour layover there, and then I'd fly from there all the way over to Nashville, Tennessee, another layover there, and then fly to Florida.
And then fly.
I'm saying, who is the idiot that comes up with these bright ideas? I mean, Las Vegas. I mean, that's completely the. I was like, my God. Yeah, it had 2 layovers, and like I said, it went from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Las Vegas, from Las Vegas to Tennessee, to Nashville, Tennessee, and then from there on into one of them actually had me going to Charlotte, North Carolina, which that's okay, and then one of them took me up to Washington D.C. for a layover, and then back down to Florida. You went
now. Is that any close to Washington?
Yes, Washington D.C. Yes, Washington. For those of you that like to be more correct, assholes. Anyway.
Did you read what Scott has?
For $139 a night? Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, I may have to check them because that's not what I paid last year.
Well, you might be able to get the senior prices.
I could have got it last year too, but I'll check with them. I will check with them. So they offered it to me for 2 nights.
Use your ARP card or AMAC card. Yeah.
Yes, it's Washington. That's what I said, Greg. God. Love to make fun of me.
Will you make?
I will tell them that. I'll call them. I'll call them this week before I make any firm commitment. But I don't know. And plus, if I go into, I think it's I can fly into West Palm Beach, get the hotel and a car. I get the car rental for free.
Nice.
So, well, it's an upgrade. I get a car rental upgrade through a package. It is the Hampton Inn, yes. Well, that's not where I'm staying, but yeah, that's
the car rental is a 2003 Honda Civic. So,
yeah,
actually, it's a mystery package. They actually have a car outline with a cover on it and says It's the surprise package.
Why not?
Yeah.
You don't want to.
I'm thinking, I'll go ahead and spend $30 a night and actually rent something, $30 a day and actually rent something that I can actually fit into.
Yeah.
Where's your sense of adventure, Lloyd?
What about a Fiat Yugo?
Yeah. Or Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler, like I did. Yeah.
Mid 80s Morris Marina.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not the Motel 6, but it's close. It's Best Western. They offered a better price.
Yeah.
And at least it was a 4-star compared to the Motel 6, which was a 2-star.
Ask for veterans discount. There you
go. I'm known to ask for every discount I can get. So yeah.
Right.
I'll call them up and see what their deal is. Part of the problem was I picked up the room that somebody else had reserved, and I don't know if it was because now, Scott, did you get a suite last year or did you get just a standard room? Because I got the suite, and that's probably what cost me so damn much. And I only got that discount for 2 nights, and I was there for 4 nights, so they charged me regular price for the other 2 nights. So if I could get it for 4 nights at that, I might consider that. Okay, I get it cheaper if I tell them Jim's not. I'll remember that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you tell them, well, I don't know. I'll see which one gives me the better discount. I'll either say Scott's not coming or Jim's not coming, whichever one gives me the better price.
Yeah.
Motel 12 is twice as dumpy as Motel 6. Yeah.
Actually, Mark, it's probably a Reliant Robin.
Yeah. I don't know. I know they had the cheapest car, which was
a Cooper?
I think it was a Honda or something like that, but this one was below that. So, how you can get much. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
A 3-wheel Reliant Rebel van. There you go. Yeah, that would be fun to drive. Oh, unfortunately, you are coming. All right. Well, okay. So, I'm not making promises, but I'm thinking. I'm thinking very seriously about it. So.
Okay. I'll be at Motel 12 then, Dusty.
Yeah. Oh, they've got the better. Okay, Dusty. Thank you for that information. I just needed to know that.
I mean,
yeah, they're the ones that have teeth.
That's not a sign of quality.
Yeah. Well, they're straight.
The teeth of the hookers.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Good one there.
Hey,
Charles.
Take your chances. It's Florida, Motel
12. We're more than just bed bugs bite.
Yeah. They leave the light on because they can. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a federal ID. I could show them. I still have. I mean, I have a federal ID.
Okay, cool.
But it's a retirement ID, but it's still a federal ID. So the problem is the picture was taken when I was 27. It doesn't need to be renewed. I've just had, as time has gone on, I guess I probably need to go and have a new one.
Thanks, man.
I need to have a new one taken. So.
Oh, even before. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's got 4 wheels. So, anyways, well, actually,
Robin has 3, so does the Regal.
It's getting very close to the end of this show, and I'm sure everybody's going to.
Just waiting for that notification.
Yeah, everybody's probably getting ready to head over there to see Ron Brown and all of those great people, and they'll have, I'm sure, something interesting to talk about. Unlike this show, I mean. That's why I bring Don on, because at least it's a change up and we get something interesting to talk about. Even if he's making fun of us.
Much.
Do what?
No, I didn't contribute much tonight.
You contribute enough at the right time. You're like Charles. When you do contribute, you contribute the right stuff at the right time. So
Okay, I'm just like a little bit of seasoning.
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it's mild,
rosemary,
or sometimes it's the muy picante type of seasoning. But it depends on. But okay, my little clock down there tells me it is 8:00, folks. So
8:00.
head
Yep.
on over there to see Ron Brown and the gang over at Drone Nation. In case you don't know the name of their channel, it's Drone Nation. So I will greet everybody with a nice night and a good week. Have a safe week. I hope you
Good
stay
night, everybody.
warm. So good night, everybody. So we will talk at you later.
Good night,
Good night, folks.
Good night, folks.